He's in there with the southpaw who can punch. He's got, I think, 17 knockouts out of his 22 wins, something like that. But I will tell you this. Omar Juarez is getting, he just got hit with a little left hand, but he's getting better and better every fight. This is not an easy fight to take. He really took...
In that left-handed style from All Rivera, give him a little problem. Juarez wants to make improvements fight by fight. Only 22, just turned it last month. 11-0, and you can see he likes to sink in with his body shots. Boy. He is very aggressive. He wants to be an action fighter.
He really does, Brian. And I'm going to tell you, he's one of the best body punchers you're going to see. One other point I wanted to make. You know, Rivera just looked a little thick around the middle to me, and sometimes as a corner man, when you're sizing a guy up from the other corner before the bell even rings, you tell your fighter, look, I like what I see right there, or, you know, and it's a little thick around the belly. Let's hit that belly as early and often as we can. So let's see if he gets that, and he's got a great body punch attack, Omar Juarez. So let's see what unfolds here.
Rivera already.
Yeah, he's throwing the punch from down low, and he's catching him. What he needs to do is, after that, just throw it right.
Barrios, Julio Cesar Martinez, one of the best fighters in the world, in my opinion. Won his fight, had a knockout. Erickson Lubin had a knockout, and the return of Vasily Lomachenko. He also had a knockout win last night. Tonight, we get to see David Morrell, only 4-0, but fighting in main events already. Former Cuban amateur standout, and many think he's going to be a future world champion, including Joe Goossen. Right, Joe?
Yes, absolutely.
No? Oh, okay.
Rivera and Juarez. And I'm telling you, this is just going to get real heated in the next few rounds. I can see it coming.
Oh, yeah, you're for right.
Nice uppercut there off the right hand from Juarez as well. And a hook, and now a body shot. Creative attack from Omar Juarez.
He knows it's a challenge, Juarez.
Well, Joe, I think it's an art form, matchmaking, finding the right opponent at the right time in your career. Yeah. And you're right, saying, hey, do we want this guy? Is this guy good for us? Can we beat him? Will he give us a test? And we just saw over on FS1 the fight we had just before this, Nate Gallimore, who looked, 33 and on his way down, beats an unbeaten Leon Lawson, undefeated kid, 21 years old. So sometimes you can step in deep and a little too deep.
Yeah, there you see
exchange there and a right hand. Ooh.
There you see a mouse under the eye of Juarez, and that may be affecting him down the line.
Yeah, that is a significant bruise as well, Lennox, to your point, and you see Rivera sharpshooting that right now. That eye has already started to close, and we're just through 2 rounds.
That's right, Brian. And this is the thing with southpaws. The punches come from the opposite side, and until you get used to them, or you.
How difficult is it to get through when you've already, been touched up and your face is marked up like that early?
Yeah, I mean, you could go into the panic stage. He could go into the panic stage and try and throw his punches and try and knock out Rivera. But he's got to keep control, keep composure, and go about his work and do what he needs to do.
Swelling and give you, clear vision. Now, one thing I'm going to say right here is, and that's a nice little move by Juarez, but I got to tell you, Rivera has really landed on.
You drive your shoulder into his abdomen.
Yeah.
I mean, he could have. He doesn't have to, but he could have. And an advantage gained. Fortunately, Juarez able to fight on, but you have to be worried, like if he has a cracked rib or.
Advantage on right-handers, these left-handers, because again, they're used to seeing right-handers nice work in sparring.
Big right hand, Rivera going backwards, now digging in hard, a devastating hook from Juarez. As he goes in, he is angry, and he is firing.
He really is angry right now. He's got to be careful, too. See?
Sure. Final 15 seconds of round number 4, a very eventful round. Juarez picking up the pace, landed good shots, but Rivera doesn't seem to be going anywhere.
He goes for it. He's trying to knock him out with one punch, and it shows. I think Juarez shouldn't really stand like that and allow his opponent to punch him because he's just a sitting target right there.
They're trying to get in on the inside there, but Rivera close enough for him just to whale shots on him. Juarez goes to the body now. A nice combination to the head. Let's get Marcos Villegas in on that. Marcos giving rounds 2 and 3 to All Rivera.
See, I think it's getting to the point.
As both fighters still crisp.
Brian, I think it's getting to the point where, you know, Juarez actually, and we talked about it earlier in the fighter meetings, that All Rivera is not as good going backwards as he is forward. I know it seems more dangerous to press a guy like Rivera, but it may pay off in the end. See, right now, Omar's got the earmuffs on, and he's blocking punches, and he's looking to counter short like that right there. See, so he's going to land his good shots in close, too.
Rivera looks a little tired right now.
See, nice uppercut there by Juarez. Good, crisp action here in round 5. He is undefeated as well, but a big step up. And F.A. Apoche, a stablemate of F.A. Ajagba, the 6'5 heavyweight, spars with him on a regular basis. Unbeaten cruiserweights coming up next here on Fox. Here it's Omar Juarez and All Rivera. And it's been an action-packed fight. Juarez with the slight advantage. You can see the advantage of the punches landed. But his face has already been marked up, and All Rivera has been able to 4 and 5. It's a fairly significant advantage for Omar Juarez. Sometimes, you know, with the punch stats, you can't tell exactly, you know, if it's close. It's really not telling you.
Up a little bit, and I like this. Well, I don't like him retreating like that. I just think he's getting hit too much going backwards.
Joe, that's a good percentage right there. Just want to point it out. You see that he's landing 53% of his power punches. I know, like, Vasily Lomachenko landed 59% last night. They were lauding over that. And it's a very high percentage, but Juarez very accurate here tonight. Strafing left hand from All Rivera. Still very much
evened it up. So, you know, once you get ahead in a round, you got to sustain that and don't let the guy back into the round from the beginning. So this is a big test for Juarez tonight, and the guy that does the best work down the stretch here, the next 3-4 rounds, is going to really, it's going to be very important to winning this fight, just like it was in the last fight we saw. Oh, great.
Look at these combinations. Omar Juarez, beautiful short combinations, and keeps going with that hook to the body.
Al Rivera throws his combination, but Juarez needs to come back and answer him with the punches.
Now you see, you're watching the fight, Marcos Villegas rounds, and very possibly be even up in this fight.
This is where Juarez should push a little.
Work again by Juarez.
Juarez should push a little.
I think at 5 minutes. One of my pet peeves in boxing, Joe, Lennox, is that they say, hey, you have 5 minutes. And then within 8 seconds, they go, how you feeling? You ready? You're like, wait, I got 5 minutes. What am I 5?
The fighter can say, no, I'm not. So that's the difference, though.
Yeah, but they never do. They never do.
Well, once in a blue moon, but...
I got you. Anyway, they're back at it. All Rivera back at it to the body as well. Very game here tonight. Came in, he is 11-0, and he is having a level of progression fight here. All Rivera taking it to him. Hey, bro. Juarez with the quick hands on the inside, sharp shooting from the inside. So now we move along, and it's good crisp stuff. All Rivera coming out firing, lands that left hand as we start round 8.
But I got to tell you, Juarez is showing a great chin because he took that. This guy's a knockout puncher, Rivera. He's good and he's strong and he's awkward. And look at Omar Juarez, the fighting spirit in him. I love that. He took a great shot and he came back. And here we go. Look at Rivera coming.
How he has it now. Marcos, what do you have?
At this point, through 7 rounds, good shots there by Juarez. See, those are the kind of shots that I want to see, because it makes it easier for me to give him these rounds and not get hit with these punches with a jab that he just got hit. But I have it 67-66. Omar winning the last 2 rounds. He's doing well so far with his momentum. So let's see how it unfolds.
You know, at this point,
Marco's given the last two then to Omar Juarez, but you can see how close it is. And just to indicate that these judges ringside could have it that close, if not even. I'm sorry, Lennox, go ahead.
no, at this,
And no doubt this is a close fight, and no doubt. Look at it. There it is. Right hook. Right hook. He hit him with a right hook. He dropped him, then he touched him again while he was down. But that was a legitimate right hook that put Juarez into the ropes. He got caught with long punches. To fighters, unless you just really love to fight southpaws, they're just troublesome. And trust me, and it's really been a bother to Juarez tonight. Look at his eye. Look at the fact that he's
Just
been
to
getting
give
hit.
to give the fans an idea of what you're saying in a fighter meeting, it is the Joe Goosen drinking game. When you bring up, have you fought a southpaw? Do you have a lot of southpaws?
This is another problem. This stuff like this. So the bottom line is, yes, I do ask that because it's true. They are difficult.
Good exchange there, and we're going to keep it here between rounds. We're going to look at that knockdown again. Let's go back again. Early seconds.
You saw
Good,
Juarez.
crisp right shot.
Yeah, you saw Juarez throw a right uppercut, left hand down, right hook came right over it. Here it is, look. Left hand down, here comes the right hook. Boom, he walked right into it. You know, there's an old saying, Brian, you use one hand punches, the other one protects. He didn't do that.
10-8 round, and that could swing things as we go to the 10th and final round, and this fight could be hanging in the balance. Big left hand, that time from All Rivera again. Stop! Don't punch. The punch stats in favor of Omar Juarez, but that's not how you score it. You score it round by round, and now there's a 10-8 round in favor of Rivera.
you know, I don't like those earmuffs Juarez is doing, because he's not really rolling with the shots. He's just taking the shots. He's taking the impacts of the shots. What he should do is roll with the shots and come back with his shots.
That's a wicked uppercut, too, by Rivera, Lennox. You see he's able to score at will, right? And judges who are looking for a reason to give a guy a round, Rivera is piling up some points in the opening 20 seconds.
I have a feeling, Brian, that I wasn't privy to it, I couldn't hear it, but I think Juarez's corner probably told him, you need a knockout to win this fight.
He actually told him to stay close.
Okay,
Stay close to him because he can't hit him close, and I think that was the wrong.
Okay, whether it was the right or wrong.
Yeah.
Do you think he needs a knockout to win?
Yeah, I believe he needs a knockout to win. He needs to do some damage right now. He needs to definitely win this last round.
You know, I wouldn't have gotten that feeling until you guys said that. Let's go to Marcos Villegas. Marcos, how do you have it scored?
Yeah, I share the same sentiment at Lennox. The fight's on the line right now, and if either guy wants to win it, they really got to press it on and put on the pressure. That 1 point, extra point that Rivera got because of the knockdown put him back in the fight, because I had him losing the last 2 rounds, so it's 85-85 at this point. It's on the balance.
But to that point, now you mean, Juarez has really not mounted an impressive attack here in the 10th round. I don't even know if he's winning this round. Probably not. And again, it could very much be in the balance just on who wins this round. You expect it to be reasonably close. Now, final 20 seconds of this fight. And Juarez doesn't look like a man who is feels he's losing. Does he? Either he's out of gas, or he doesn't think he is desperate.
Juarez looks like
fighting that way.
Juarez actually looks like he hurt his right hand. That's why he's not throwing it that much.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 10 rounds of action, we have a majority decision. Here are the score totals. Judge at ringside, Scott Erickson, scores about 95-95, even a draw. Overruled by judges Octavio Rodriguez, who scores about 95-94, and Kyle Sheely. All the Machine Gun Rivera.
Well, we didn't have it
All
wrong.
Rivera does it.
Yeah.
All Rivera does it. And Omar Juarez, maybe he lost that last round, and that was enough to do it. It was that close.
Exactly. And
Here's how Marcus Villegas had it.